Mr. Neuer, can you please discuss how the United States should condition its funding to ensure that U.S. dollars are not contributing to an agency that is exacerbating tensions in the region and undermining Israel-Palestine prospects for peace?
I think you're touching on a very important point. There's no question that the United Nations at this moment is deeply concerned about its funding and is very attentive to the concerns of its donor states, the foremost for UNRWA, of which is the United States. I think the first thing that the United States needs to do is to demand accountability in a serious way. And I'm not sure in the past few years when we issued comparable reports to the one that we released today, I'm not sure that we saw the U.S. demanding real accountability. We did not see any public statements from Ambassador Samantha Power, regrettably, criticizing UNRWA. On the contrary, there were public statements that always praised UNRWA. So I think the first thing we need to see is to test accountability by making serious demands, and that's why this morning we've written to Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and to Ambassador Nikki Haley to urge them to demand from the UN Secretary General and from UNRWA that they clearly condemn incitement to terrorism and anti-Semitism, which is rampant in the organization.
Thank you, Mr. Neuer. And also, if you could briefly, here in my limited time, discuss options for institutional reform that would ensure the UNRWA is not a vehicle for Palestinian resentment and actions against Israel.
Well, I think one of the problems...
And perhaps you're on the road to that right now with the letters that you've currently...
Thank you. Yes. Well, I think one of the problems is that when one releases information like this, the response of some UNRWA donors is to say, well, we've deleted the Facebook page and the problem is solved. Well, the core problem of UNRWA, as I mentioned in my written remarks, is the narrative of UNRWA, which really undermines the existence of the State of Israel with the 5 million so-called refugees. But beyond that, the fact that there are teachers, at least 20 teachers today, who post pictures of Hitler and celebrate terrorist attacks, the problem isn't that they have a Facebook post. The problem is why are pro-Hitler teachers standing before students?
Absolutely.
And that's what we need to see.
Thank you. I appreciate it for the indulgence of your time.